What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And can we take a moment to appreciate this new starter screen we have on Grand Cross? This right here is pretty freaking amazing. It's so clean. I love it. I love how they added, one of the commandments and how they have the archangels. To me, this right here deserves nothing but the chef kiss, because to me it's immaculate. But regardless, in today's video, I promise you all a box review of my account, and that's what we're going to do. But first, I'm going to break it down exactly, what the combat class system is, because for like new people or like new people that don't really play the game, I know that they probably won't get it off the bat. So I'm still going to take a few minutes to explain or show how the combat class system works, because it pretty much gauges how strong your characters are, and of course you can make them stronger if you put in the time and investment. So pretty much this is my box, and as you can see, my account combat class is 2.4 million. Now how I got that is they pretty much take every single character combat class that you have on your account and they add it up. So of course if I make my character stronger, my combat class will go up. So let me show you a character that I pretty much have no investment in first, just so I can show you, how I can make them better. Now let's take this, like level 1, pretty much a puny, Guild Thunder. As you can see, this man only has, like a 4,000, combat class. That's because, he's still an SR. I have like no investment in him. Like as you can see, he's level 1. He's not awakened, and I believe I don't even have his. Well, I have a few costumes equipped to him, but they're not really that good. As you can see, they're like very, very low tier. I have 2 SR outfits, 1 SSR, and 2 UR. That could be so much better if I, put this man on, fully UR costumes. And even his weapons, I don't really have that many of them. So, compared to a puny character like him, let me show you one of the ones that I put in a lot of time in. And let's take my Velociol. As you can see, he has a 29k combat class, but that's because, I can make it higher if I, like let's say I take an attack set from another character, because gear also plays an important role. And as you can see with with the man not having a gear set on, it jumps up from 29k to 44k. That right there is a pretty huge jump, and I believe I can make it even higher if I make him like want to make this man tanky. So let's see with like in a HP defense set, so the man will be tanky. It goes a little bit higher to 45k. So gear plays an important role to your character combat class, because like I said, it gauges how strong they are. And if you really want to get that high enough, you also need another thing, you also want to max out their ultimate, because that will give them more, combat class. So right now mine's only 2.6, which is unfortunate because this man is a well unit, so I would love to get that higher, but down the road I'm sure that I can. And you also want to, like max out their cosmetics. If this is a character you plan on investing in, using a lot, you definitely want to make that jump into getting the costume drops and enhancing it. So as you can see, I have all of his URs, costumes maxed out, but I still need to do his last headpiece, and that'll make his combat class normally even higher. So that's something you also want to take into an account. And another thing is, if you really want to get your combat class high enough, what you can do is you can give your characters, like HP defense sets. They don't have to be, maxed out or SSR. They could be, like low tier basic gear, and that will still give you, a pretty nice boost. And another thing is, you definitely want to invest in characters that are meta, or that you would use for a very long time. As you can see, every character that I have level 80, I plan on using them for a very long time, or I have used them in the past. Now, granted, they might fall off, and that right there is unfortunate, but at the same time, if they're good for a certain period, I still say you can take that risk and still max them out. Like, yeah, it costs, a lot of resources, but still you'll get that back over time, so it's definitely not a waste. But overall, my box is pretty decent. Like I said, it can be better because, like most of my characters I'm working on, I could definitely, like make them higher by, Super Awakening, which is kind of a power creep in this game. Like I thought it might break the game, but luckily it didn't. It's really not that bad. It just takes a lot of investment, because you need these things called, like Super Awakening coins, or you need, SSR copy dupe coins. So it just takes a while, to like max you out with that, if they're not 4.6. But yeah, overall, my box is it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's really not. I have a ton of characters as you all can see. Now, what I plan to do in the future is I won't do it weekly because I'm pretty sure that won't really show like a lot of progress. But I definitely plan on doing like monthly, updates to my account, just so you all can see, where I started and where I progressed from time to time, till I'm like, really satisfied with it. But as you can see, I have like a lot of characters. I have pretty much all the collabs that we got so far. I got the King of Fighters ones. I have the Attack on Titan ones. This one here was the free Eren that everybody got, and that was like easy to max. So he actually not that bad, but he's more for like PVE content. And then I have Titan Eren, I have Mikasa, I have Levi, but these characters are like kind of outdated. Like they were good when they came out, but now it's really hard to use them. But I'm pretty sure that I can make it work if I really tried. Like yeah, I might take some L's, but if I could get one win with the characters, then hey, it makes it all worth it. And I definitely have the slime characters, Rimuru, Melium, and Benimaru. Well, now I think Benimaru is probably the best character that we got from this, just because he has a pretty strong team that can make him work on. But yeah, so what I plan to do is I plan on getting every character, to UR, because that will also give my account a huge jump in the combat class, and I plan on fully waking them. Now anyone can do this. It's definitely worth doing. It'll just take like the most thing that you're probably gonna struggle to get if you plan on doing this is going to be the SSR pendants, just because these are like a lot rarer to get, or or a lot rarer to find if you don't spend a lot, compared to something low quality like the lesser ones, like these, like the regular SR ones, or even the R pendants. You get those so much, but compared to the SSR ones, those are more rare to find. So that probably be everybody's biggest problem with doing this method. But I still say, give it a shot. Just go at your own pace, because that's what I plan on doing. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think I gave you all a pretty good view of my account. Hopefully I explained it to you all, how the combat class system works, what it means, because that's really important. If you plan on doing gear PvP, you definitely want your characters to have a very high combat class, because that will mean you go first, and that's very important. But yeah, overall, I hope you all enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think of my account. Let me know what you want to see. If like any certain character I should like showcase, if you need any tips and trick, I will definitely tell you all in the comments, so I make a video covering it. But yeah, as always, you guys take it easy. I will see you all next time.